Hi, this is Sue Downey. I'm with TLC, caregiver coach is my job, and I'm here to help you today talk about working with parents who are at home. So I feel like since COVID happened, we've had a lot more parents working from home. When COVID was over, a lot of offices didn't even open back up again fully. And employees were given the option to work part-time or full-time from home. And a lot of our kids are homesick from school or a day off from school. It's summertime. There's all these reasons why typically a work from home parent wouldn't be a big deal, but it is a little more complicated when you're bringing in someone to help. It's such a perk for parents that it's great, but it does create a little working problems for nannies. So parents really need an independent caregiver who's going to come in and take charge, who can watch the kids, who can keep them engaged, who can monitor the situation so that the parents aren't disturbed. The most important thing is the parent wants to work, but she or he, they want the kids to be happy and enjoying their home. They don't want it super noisy. Obviously, with kids, you are going to have some noise. There's going to be some crying or some fussing or all kinds of noise. But basically, they want a quiet background with a professional who knows when it's important to deal with the children, engage with the kids, and who can handle minor emergencies that come up, who will handle answering questions for the kids, and who leaves the home better than you found it. And what I mean by that is the dishes are done at the end of the day. You've swept up underneath the carpet or underneath the table where you ate lunch. Um, the toys are picked up. If you have older kids, you can have them help you do this. But if you only have younger kids, it's up to you. And, um, leaving everything like with a bow, just so nice. Many of you are working parents, and you know how great it is to walk in at the end of the day and to see all the bottles washed and taken care of, and a bottle in the fridge, maybe even made up for their next feeding. The important part of a parent's day is that they don't want to have to leave their office to deal with things in the home. So, how do we do that? How can we be successful in this situation? Well, it starts at the beginning. In your intro call or when you first get to the home, ask a few questions that are going to give you some clues. So, where are the parents going to be working? Where are they going to be, or even if they're just there, where in the home is the parent zone? And, say the parents are going to be in this area. We're going to stay in the family room. Are you going to be coming back and forth? Or are you going to stay in your zone and we stay in our zone? How's that going to work? What updates would you like? So you can judge this by a new parent who hasn't had a lot of nannies may want more updates than a parent who's been around a lot of caregivers. Um, a new parent might be more nervous, maybe just one kid. They want to know, how's the kid doing? Is the kid feeling better or worse? When are you going to eat lunch? When is a good time for me to come and visit? Or any kinds of questions and updates they want. But some parents, they don't want updates during the day. They want to go to work and they want to be at work and they want to do their job. If that's the case, it's important to know how often that you're going to bother them or update them. And you might want to ask about a typical day. What does it feel like for your kid who's home all day? Is there a time special that they eat lunch or do they take a nap? Is there screen time on during the day? Is it monitored or limited? Um, do you guys listen to music or no music? Are there special toys or activities that your kids love? Any kind of rules that follow um, that they can share with you. And basically, you're looking for routines, for things that you can do with the kids that help them feel like the day's all about them and that routine helps them keep engaged with you and their day and not thinking about mom and dad who are in the next room. It's a time in the morning or whenever you start your shift where you can reassure parents. And you can say this to a parent is going to appreciate it. You can say, there may be noise, you're going to hear some crying. You have a 1 year old baby who's going to have some separation anxiety from you. But unless I reach out to you, I've got it under control. It might take 15 minutes to me for me to get the kids re-engaged and calm down and things back on track. But unless I reach out to you, I've got this under control. I need you to go and have a successful day doing your work or whatever you're doing, and I got the kids. You're gonna walk in with a plan, and you might not always know what the plan is. You're gonna probably engage the kids with art projects or games, um, take them on a walk, play games where the kids can be louder outside rather than inside. You're going to do things like use bubbles to transition from one activity to another, or water play, or blocks, or sidewalk chalk. You can bring a balloon and hit the balloon around the family room, Play Doh. Uh, I always like doing an ABC treasure hunt. That's fun for kids or for littler ones. If you have older kids, you can play board games with them. Um, and they might push back at some of these things, but if you have a lot of ideas, you can keep spouting off ideas of ways to engage them. You're not going to keep them engaged if you're sitting on the couch looking at your phone. That's not going to engage them. You're going to have to make eye contact, smile, let them know that you're there for them and that you want to keep them busy and having a good day. The secret question to ask parents is, what would make today feel successful for you? How can I make it easy for you to achieve what you want? Listen to what they say. If they say, you can call me for every feeding because I'm a new mom and I need to, feel connected to the baby. Great. Then update them at those times, but leave them alone the other times. Um, if they're going to give you a clue to what is going to make the day feel successful. But also, when you say that, you're showing them that you're on their side and that you're there to help the whole family unit, which is so important for working moms and dads, for you to feel like you're on their side, that you're going to work to make the kids' day happy and everybody's going to be smiling at the end. That's going to make them feel successful for sure. Thanks for listening. I know you have more ideas about this. Please email me specific questions, and I'm very happy to answer them or to brainstorm with you to find an answer. Remember, working from home parents are really, truly trying to work from home. So the more that you can allow them to have uninterrupted time, the more that you can keep the kids engaged, the more that you can have a good day yourself, the more that everybody is going to have a good day. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.